Welcome back, guys, to yet another World of Warcraft video on this channel. Today, we are going over a little bit of an interesting thing for you guys today. A lot of people are always asking the question, when should I buy a token? Should I wait? Should I do it now? What would be the best time? How many should I buy? What amount of gold should I have before I buy one? And this video today is basically going to go over a couple of steps or a couple of ideas that I would at least say before you consider buying a token. And this is actually going both ways. So if you're not much of a gold maker yourself and you actually buy a token to be able to forge something in the game sometimes, that's okay too. I'm going to talk about that as well. But for the main side, which is obviously buying the token for gold to turn it into Gametime or Blizzard balance, you always have to look at what's going on in the game currently. And then you also want to look at what's happening in the future. So for example, right now, it is the 21st of March. And you can see either, if you play on US or EU, you can see that the European token is 280k and the US token is 161k. Now, something that we have seen for the last couple of weeks, well, maybe not a couple of weeks, but at least the last week, is that the price has, it is actually the last couple of weeks. As you guys can see, it has actually been 30 days ago, the EU token went all the way up to 340k. Now this was obviously with 9.2 coming out, but after that it's been pretty balanced out at around 275k. So what that means is that the demand is keeping up with the supply of tokens. Now on NA, obviously 9.2 has spiked it a little bit, but after it's been calmed down a little bit, you can see that it's been chilling around 160 pretty well. So something that you want to consider when you buy a token is obviously, first of all, how much gold do you have? Now, if you're a new gold maker, then you could obviously put it together and say, okay, well, as soon as I get enough gold to make a token, I'll buy a token. But that's always not usually the smartest idea, because you're beginning gold. A lot of people say your first million is the hardest gold that you can ever make. Even if you're not much of an auction house person, if you use all of the gold on a token that you have, then you're going to be out of gold, and then you can't afford anything else. So it's not always the smartest idea to do that. And also, if you are interested in getting into crafting and everything like that, it's better to build up your capital a little bit before you use big portions of it on a token. So that's just like a little explanation for you guys for the early ones. But if you guys have not, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and drop a comment down below of what you think of the tokens, or like when you started using the token to pay for your game time, or something that you've been able to buy or give away, or something that you've been able to do with the tokens especially. If you also just have some sort of an opinion on the overall system, you can drop that down in the comments below, because we are giving away 1 month of game time, and that is basically the giveaway. Well, it's not 1 month, it's 2 months, because you can't give away 1 month anymore, so it's 2 months. But anyway, that is the giveaway rules, and some of you may have potentially already seen this in the comments down below or in the description, but that is going to be it. Now, let's talk about the point of the video. I wanted to make this video because we are currently here in a month's time. We're going to have a lot of stuff coming up for specifically Blizzard. So something that's going to happen on April 12th is we're going to have the new Hearthstone expansion release. Now, every single time we have had new big portions of Hearthstone come out, a lot of people buy tokens with gold, turn it into balance, and use it on Hearthstone. Now, what that means is that the token price will then obviously, be impacted by that, which means that you want to buy your tokens as low as possible before that happens. Because additionally, on top of that, we are also going to get on the 19th of April a new or the announcement for the new World of Warcraft expansion, and it's very, very likely that they're going to have a pre-order for the new expansion together with the announcement, which means that it's going to go even crazier. And usually when they have announcements like that, the token is impacted. So that's something that's going to happen too. There's also going to be some hype around Overwatch because on April 26th or something, I think they're opening their Overwatch 2 beta. Not that that necessarily means it's going to move the token much, but that could mean that potentially soon there's a pre-order coming around for Overwatch 2. And besides that, we also have some other news coming around for the game. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming up that could potentially make the token go up a lot. So if you guys are wondering whether or not you should buy a token right now for gold to get your balance, whether or not you're an EU or NA, this would be the time. You should buy it right now, or at least within the next week or two. And now on the other side, on the flip side, if you want to buy your token for real money and turn it into gold, I would recommend waiting until all of that hype comes around, because usually we see big spikes in the token. So I would wait and see until what happens with Hearthstone, and then eventually also with the new WoW expansion release, because you could potentially on EU, I mean, we could see it go all the way up to 345k as it did when 9.2 came out, right? It could go even higher than that. So if you can wait, I would definitely recommend waiting that long, because you could get a significantly higher portion of gold out of waiting just a little bit longer for something like that to happen. But that is basically why I wanted to make this video. And this site here that I use, it basically has extended history on the WoW token prices. So if you guys are ever interested in seeing how the WoW token is put together, for how long the prices have been going up and down, how they've been moving, this is a very, very good place to see it. You can also see here in US, 30 days ago it had a high of 208,000, and now it had a low of 152k. So it's definitely moved a lot, right? And you can go very far back with these. You can see we can go all the way back to 2015, which is close to the start of WoW tokens, right? Which is pretty much the start of the WoW tokens, which means that you can see when things are moving, and then you can search up the history of why something like that happened. So you can look up, oh, an expansion released here, oh, some Hearthstone came out here, or whatever happened, right? So that way you yourself can get into the mindset of figuring out what the best thing would be to do. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will, of course, be linking this site down in the description below. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you actually drop a like on the video, and then also subscribe to the channel. Remember to join the giveaway. Also, if you watched so far into this video, there is a secret word that I would like you guys to type in the comments, because I like figuring out how many people actually watch this long. And today, the word is going to be chips. So type chips in the comment if you watched this long. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and until the next one. See you guys.